focusing on this week. Will you please turn back here to the focus wall? Devin, you should be writing. Hurry, right over here. Okay, this is what we're talking about today. What kinds of things grow on a farm? Please read that with me. What kinds of things grow on a farm? Do you already kind of have an idea?
Yeah.
Oh, voices up. Raise your hand if you can already think of something that grows on a farm. Olivia.
Potato.
Corn. Awesome. Alexandra. Carrots. Layla.
Lettuce.
Did you forget? You keep thinking. Boston. Potatoes. Yum, yum. Jeff, can you think of something?
Yeah.
Apples. Ooh, Jeff started talking about fruits. Keegan, what else? Strawberries. What else? Izzy.
Raspberries.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, I want you to put your hands down now and lock those in your head. Those are things that you could write about this week. You can write about fruits and vegetables. The story that we're going to read today, and Mrs. Stark Goose, do you know what I did? We read the wrong story the wrong week. So, we're reading a different story, but it still has to do with things that can grow on a farm. I need everyone crisscross applesauce facing the screen. Crisscross applesauce facing the screen. Christian, turn around. On your pockets, all the way around, Crisscross applesauce on your pockets. Okay, go put your papers in the paper basket now. All right, what is our story called?
My garden.
Oh, I heard one person. What's it called?
My
My Garden. Who is the author? Kevin, that's right. Kevin Henkes. Now, just looking at the picture, do you think this is going to be a fiction story or a non-fiction story? Raise your hand if you think it's going to be Finn, you ready? Raise your hand if you think it's going to be fiction or made up by the author.
Made
You think it's going to be made up? Okay, hands down. Raise your hand if you think it's going to be non-fiction, which means true. So we have a prediction of both. Some people predicted it's fiction and some people predicted non-fiction. Let's read our book and see if it's fiction or non-fiction. You think it's non-fiction? Okay, open it up. Okay, I'm waiting for voices to be off so we can read our story.
My mother has a garden. I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so that they don't eat all the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden...
Wait, just a sec. I already saw something that grows on a farm. Did you hear? What is it? Lettuce. That grows on a farm. Okay, she said, but if I had a garden...
There would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and blooming and never die.
How many of you have to help Mom and Dad weed the garden? Oh, is that fun?
In my garden, the flowers could change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns.
That would be pretty cool.
And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place.
Have you ever picked flowers?
Yes.
Do you get in trouble?
No. I picked
Dandelions, yeah.
My sister pulled a tulip sweet sour.
Oh, did she get in trouble? Okay, here we go.
In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them.
Oh. My friends, I'm going to ask you again. Is this fiction? Is this story fiction, which means pretend? Or is it nonfiction? awesome garden, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you just go out there and have some candy.
That would be so
No,
yummy.
no.
Okay, I want to keep going in 3, 2, 1.
If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush.
What about jelly bean bushes? Do those grow on a farm?
No.
No? All right. I wish they did.
No, not me.
Just not spiced jelly beans.
Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys.
That could not happen. That would not happen.
And
In
candy.
my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings.
And then you would eat them all up.
Oh,
And then you would be fat.
Cause they're candy.
And then you would be fat.
okay. Here's the box.
Oh, wow.
The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible because I don't like carrots.
I saw 2 things on this page that grow on a farm. Raise your hand if you.
Carrots.
Oh, raise your hand. Eli, what's one of them?
Tomatoes.
Yes. What's one of them, Sam?
Carrots.
That's right. Tomatoes and carrots both grow on farms.
At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns.
Strawberries.
Oh.
Strawberries.
Yum. That's what I had for breakfast this morning.
What?
Leftover because I had a
On
meeting.
pancakes?
My friend Michelle didn't eat them all, so I had to eat some.
This is what I have cookies for breakfast.
That's awesome. I know that you all had good things for breakfast. Let's turn our voices up. Let's turn our voices up so we can finish our story. I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1.
It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot.
What do you think? Let's predict. What's going to happen when she plants her seashell?
Nothing.
Grow.
Is a seashell living or non-living?
Non-living.
It's non-living. It used to be living, right? Do seashells? I don't know.
Yeah,
Do
because
seashells- because it used to be the back of the animals,
See,
right?
what my mom and dad got, and it was a crab's shell, and
Excellent.
it still has sand.
Okay. Alert.
And it's huge. It's very huge.
What are you doing? Asks my mother. Oh, nothing, I say. Just working in the garden.
She was doing something.
What?
It's so.
Okay, my friends, raise your hand if you want to have a pretty cool garden like that. Okay. Hands down, voices off in 3, 2, 1. Do you have some ideas about what you want to write about? Things that grow on a farm? Do you even have some ideas that we didn't hear about in our story? I hope so. We're going to lock them in your brain. Put them all inside your brain. Lock them in. They're all locked in. Are they locked in for tomorrow? Okay. Class, what kind of voices do we have during literacy groups?
0.
0. Our voices are at 0. Do we get to do a 1 voice?
No.
Or a 2 voice?
No.
Or a 3 voice?
No.
Or a 4 voice?
No.
No. What kind of voice do we have during literacy groups?
0.
Awesome. Will you quickly and quietly figure out where you should be?
I'm not reading.
Oh, Nix, come back and do it quickly and quietly.